It's Alien vs Predator Requiem, or simply put, that film that killed any hopes of furthering the franchise. But before we begin, let's take a moment to remember what happened in Alien vs Predator, the first one. Well, some people went to an underground pyramid, and then a lot of people died, and then the Predator got killed to death, and it spaffed out a xenomorph on the Predator ship, even though there was no documented evidence of him ever getting face fucked. But let's not let logical steps get in the way of a really crap story. Film begin! And we were in space looking at Earth, which is surprisingly round considering it's flat. And here's the Predator ship. So, what's happening? Well, not a lot actually. Just the Predator doing the biology on the dead. Wait, oh my god, it's a real life xenomorph coming up behind him! Which is also bloody huge. But hang on, is that the xenomorph the dead Predator spaffed out only a few moments ago? I mean, seriously, if it is, how? Doesn't matter because we're gonna go to Earth. And here is a father with his son. And they're shooting Bambi's mum. But holy ships, there's something crashing up above them. So they go running towards it and, it's that alien Predator ship. And Dad Man, he's pretty freaked out telling his son person, we gotta show this to the sheriff. But stop right there, some really weird noises are going on right now, and look, it's a pet face flucker. So the dad totally 1v1 no-scopes it, and then his arm falls off, and now he's getting face flucked. And so is the kid. Back to space, and the King Predator is learning that the xenomorphs have escaped, and he's like, oh no, what? This isn't what's meant to happen. I just came here for chocolate chip ice cream, and now I have a literal planet-spanning SpaghettiOs on my hand. So it's time to load up on the old guns and hightail it to Earth. Even though surely they could just leave the planet there and, maybe get a Death Star and blow us all up. I mean, to be honest, on this timeline, kind of wouldn't mind. Seed transmission. And here is a cop man who's waiting for a bus because his boyfriend is arriving. Well, that was an absolutely amazing scene. So what's going on in the forest? It's another cop man, and he's going down the sewers because there's a tramp living in there. And cop man isn't very impressed, saying, look, it's illegal to live in a sewer for some kind of reason. Oh, I'm going to put you under arrest. But what the hell? Here's a hecking good boy, and it just drops some dead guy's arm. Quick flip to Pizza Boy, who's having a public danger wank while watching a woman bending over. So, oh my god. We've all been there, am I right, guys? So he goes to her door and it's like, hey babe, I've got a big, thick, juicy meat feast pizza roll just for you. And it actually turns out, he knows her. So she invites him in for a drink. And he finishes up by dropping a huge salami surprise. And then goes out to his car. But oh my god, now he's getting beaten up by Dale, who's her boyfriend. He's like, oh no, not Dale. He was always a good kid until he fell in with the wrong crowd. And then love interest is like, no, stop it. But hell, Dale's going to stop that and then throws his keys into the drain. So oh my god, they literally tried putting a love story in this film. Flippity floppity, and Cop Man is in the woods because they're trying to search for where that hand came from. But I'll save them the effort because they're right there after a hot night of getting face flucked by aliens. And now they're exploding with xenomorphs. Yay! We've got another character to introduce because we haven't got enough already. It's Soldier Lady, who's just returned home from committing war crimes. And here is her daughter and her simp-ass husband. We've got to go again because that scene was too long. And Pizza Boy is now home, where that guy from the bus earlier, he's like, what happened to your face? Oh, pizza didn't do that to you, and I should know, I murdered 3 people with a double-loaded margarita. And then Pizza Boy tells him, it was Dale! And he threw my keys into the sewer! And now they're off to go find him. Breaking news from the sewers! It's tramp people! And now they're getting face flucked. So that's pretty much scene completion from earlier. Oh, that was completely riveting. So what's going on in the woods? Well, the Predator has landed at the BBC. Oops, sorry, wrong Predator. And I know, every Predator film I've reviewed, I've pretty much recycled that Jimmy Savile joke, but that guy literally was under the protection of the BBC to nonce away. And somehow, in the UK, you still need a license to watch the telly. Oh, amazing. Anyway, Predator Man is checking the crashed ship and all his friends are dead, just like Jeffrey Epstein. So he gets to extracting some really weird Pfizer juice, which I'm damn sure is safe and effective. But before we go to yet another scene, because like this one's gone on for 2 minutes, it's like, oh my god, I don't have that attention span. He blows up that ship to shit. Soldier time! And she's checking out her kid, telling her, in Iraq, I got to see many children before Obama ordered the drone strikes. And kid tells her, don't worry mama, no official in the NATO alliance ever gets tried for war crimes, even if we do have overwhelming video evidence. And look what's behind her. It's her wife who's going to read some good night stories. And oh my god, seriously, who actually cares? What's Pizza Boy up to? He's searching for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, obviously. So they get looking. And here's a bunch of rats, and they're all running in the opposite direction, which kinda says to me there's something bad gonna happen. And they've just found a drain where the keys fell through, and Pizza Boy, he ain't playing around and shoves his hand in the town's shit water. But what the hell was that? Good question. Busboy thinks it was a rat, but obviously it's not, because it's very scary. Anyway, Pizza Man has his keys. Next daytime, and Pizza Man is in his truck. And would you believe it? Love interest just shows up out of absolutely nowhere. And she's actually really into him for some kind of reason, saying, would you like to come with me to the local swimming pool after it's closed to do the sex? And he says, what, so your boyfriend could beat me up like a big slab of juicy kebab meat? But she says, they've broken up. And he's like, oh no, that's so sad. And seriously, no one cares. Well, it's time to change scene again, guys, because, oh my god, so many storylines. Kind of hard to fit them all into like an hour-and-a-half long film. It's the Predator, and he's doing a Sherlock in the sewer, where he's found something. It's a skeleton, so he dissolves it with some safe and effective, and then gets moving on. But there's a xenomorph hanging around. Wait, oh no, there's 2 xenomorphs, and he doesn't actually know that though, but he is sticking up some kind of laser thing on the walls, and then roars, gaining all those xenomorphs' attention, and oh no, here they come, and then they get cut up by the lasers and all that. Oh my god. But some of those pesky aliens managed to escape, and like, to the surface, and oh my god, that's gonna be a complete disaster. Seed transmission, and woman is finishing a hard day of work. Oh wait, now she's dead. And that was utterly heartbreaking, so really connected to her story. So what's Random Man doing? Inspecting the power plant of... Oh, wait, sorry. He's now dead too. But never fear. Where there's an industrial estate, there's a predator. And now they're fighting. So, spiffing. We need to go now because it's pizza time. And they're going to go do their sex at their swimming pool. But hold those horses, guys. Because they all just showed up out of nowhere. Like, seriously, out of nowhere. So it's big fight time. But, oh my god. It's a freaking alien. So they run, but people die. Yay! It's all coming quick and fast now, guys, because we're with the soldier lady's kid. And she has like night vision goggles. But she sees a freaking alien! So she gets screaming, and then the parents run in like really, really quickly. And they're asking, what the hell is wrong with you, kid? And she says she saw a freaking alien in the garden. And they're like, no you didn't, don't be silly. There's no Mexicans here. But oh my god, there was an alien! And it jumps through the window, killing her wife, while the rest of them just run away, leaving him to die alone. Quick flip, and here's the cops at the power plant, and policeman radio saying, we need to get everyone evacuated from the town ASAP. But look out, here's the pizza boy. He's like, oh my god, I'm so glad to see you, Mr. Policeman. Something came after us. And Busboy, who's somehow there, is like, what came after you? Was it Prince Andrew? And Pizza Man is like, no you dingus, he's in England. It was, well, I don't know what it was. So policeman gets his ass down there, and yep, something definitely happened because there's blood everywhere. And then he heads back to his police car to radio for backup. But something's going on with the radios because it's like all statically. So they drive off to the police station and come across a lady standing in the road, and her eyes are raining because she just saw a dead body. and then something strange is going on. So what do? Do they go like drive away very fast thinking hell nah? Or do they go down to Winchester and wait for this whole thing to blow over? Nope, they actually do the only smart thing in this film, and actually like across many of the horror films, they actually go get guns. National Guard time, and they're on a serious business. Oh wait, now they're all dead. Back to the guns, and love interest tells it how it is. They're all gonna die. And look who just walked in. It's Soldier Lady with her daughter, which means we won't have to keep like scene transmissioning so much. We're changing scene to the hospital where a bunch of babies are crying, and here is a pregnant lady who's like, I can't wait to meet my new boy Skippy, but oh my god, my water just broke. And the midwife says, look, don't worry about it, I'll go get the doctor. But she must have walked right past him, because there he is. And he says, hello, my name is Dr. Morph. First name Zeno. I'll be your consultant. I hear you're having twins. And she's like, no you silly goof, it's just one. But that ain't true though, because she's now getting face fucked. Let's head to the gun shop again, because something is happening. And wait! Oh my god, it's the Predator! He's right there using his ultra cool invisibility cloak. And then he ties up Busboy, because he's like being used as a lure for the aliens to come. Which they do. And it's got Dale now! Oh my god, not Dale! He was always a good boy until he fell in with a bad crowd. So the Predator shoots it dead. And then the acid blood like melts Dale's face off. Oh, not cool bro, Dale was just misunderstood. And now there's loads of xenomorphs. They get running bigly time and go get even more guns because it worked so well the first time. And Policeman uses his radio to tell the National Guard man, we need help. And it turns out the National Guard are actually already planning an airlift soon, which is going to be done downtown. So they better get their asses moving. Which they do, using an armoured vehicle that they got loaned to from the Taliban. But they just realised something. Why would the airlift be happening in the centre of town when the frickin' aliens are there? And now they're arguing because some people believe the government and others don't. Which is like a total meta-commentary of the modern day. But please, believe the government. They're working so hard for us every day. Oh yeah. Anyway. Another car just turned up, so they all get chatting about who's going to go where, and some of them are going to go downtown, while the others are going to go to the hospital where they're going to use the helicopter on the roof. Time passing, and the armoured truck guys, they made it to the hospital. And oh no, there's a whole lot of excess deaths here, so pretty much like a normal hospital these days. But breaking news! We're getting word that the President of the United States is going to address the mass murder of a maternity ward. Oh wait, he's talking about chocolate chip ice cream, and then gets a bunch of kids to stand up, and then gets everyone to applaud them. Oh, how appropriate. They get heading up the stairs, and it's really creepy with like flashing lights and all that. And oh, the Predator has just arrived as well by loudly kicking the doors open, alerting everything and anything of his presence. Oh, not very smart. So it gets fighting the aliens with its gun. But it just fell off. So it resorts to giving some safe and effective while also using ninja stars to make those xenomorphs go nap time. And look, there's another one. So he throws another ninja star at him. But it carries on flying through the air and it kills that female love interest out of nowhere. Which really pisses off Pizza Boy. So he goes chasing after the Predator like Chris Hansen used to. And now he's being stabbed, but somehow he's not dead. They all get to the roof where there's a helicopter. So quick! Run quicklier! Because there's a bunch of freaking aliens! And then Busboy, he's going to do a really cool sacrifice of himself because they need a distraction. And says to Pizza Boy, get to the chopper! Just like Dutch did. Because recycling dialogue is tight. And now they're escaping on the helicopter, so mission successful. Well done, lads. What's the Predator doing? He's doing a big fight with the alien that I've just realised is a cross between a xenomorph and a Predator. Oh, great stuff. Oh, they both die. Check-in time with the guys who went downtown. And they're defending themselves against the aliens. Oh, it's so heroic and all that. But if we look to the skies, there's a bomber, dropping a big fat nuclear bomb, and now they're all dead. So it's closing scene time, where the helicopter guys, they're absolutely fine, no injuries and all that. And here's a bunch of US troops who tell them to drop their weapons. But Boss Boy is like, no way am I going to do that. You killed an entire town. And then Soldier Bloke says, we were just following orders. And that's it. Film finished. And Jesus Christ, what a complete waste of time that was. I mean, come on guys. They were like trying to do a romance side quest and then a mother and daughter reunion thing that literally went nowhere. So, oh my god, who cares? Cue exit sequence.
Subscribe button.
Is always right.